I don't got time to be here, man. If you can, just do your job or do whatever you're doing or something, man. But I don't really care what you do, man. It's not my
I'd love to do my job, but part of my
not my
job is to
job,
make
dog. It's not
sure.
my fucking job, all right? I don't give a fuck what you look like. You know what I'm saying? Your job is gay as fuck.
Adjourned.
All right, folks. Buckle up because today's courtroom footage is pure chaos. We've got two hearings lined up, and trust me, both of them spiral completely out of control. First up, meet Mr. Rico. Now, instead of coming to court ready to handle business, this guy comes in acting like he's got somewhere better to be. No respect, no patience, just attitude. The judge starts calm.
Good afternoon. My name is Walt Weaver. I'm the judge of Potter County Court of Law number 1. I'm going to be hearing your case today. I've reviewed your plea papers, Mr. Rico. It appears to me you're ready to waive all your constitutional rights in exchange for a plea bargain agreement. But you do have an absolute constitutional right to appear in my open courtroom and face your accusers. Or you could also choose not to use that right as well and agree to appear by video. Are you agreeing to appear by video?
Hey, if I can, man, you can just like figure it out in court and I
Are
guess
you saying you don't want to do this on video?
I'm not trying to be in court hearing and doing stuff on here. I just ain't got
Mr.
time.
Rico, it's real simple.
I don't got time to be here, man. If you can, just do your job or do whatever you're doing or something, man. But I don't really care what you do, man. It's not my
I'd love to do my job, but part of my
not my
job is
job,
making
dog. It's not
sure
my fucking job, all right? I don't give a fuck what you look like. You know what I'm saying? Your job is gay as
adjourned.
fuck.
I'm going to hold you in contempt.
Hey,
There'll be
bro,
a
I
hundred
don't give
dollar
a
fine.
fuck what you talking about,
Remove
man.
the
All right?
individual.
I don't give a fuck what you talking about, man.
Bye.
So, dude, get a job. It's Rico. He's better.
Well, do we need to preserve this as evidence now since that's resisting? All right, don't delete the YouTube video. That's unfortunate. Hey, Ethan, keep them coming, man.
I apologize, Your Honor.
Oh, it's not your fault. That's part of our part and parcel. Boy, he's so little, and look how much people he's got. Could you please put him, Miss Morris, on a transport next time so we can get it done? Boy, if that's not the funnest name I've said all day. Man, it's too bad Mr. Rico could have gone home today. He decided he'd rather stay.
You might have got a new prosecutor today.
Well, it's all live. You saw him fight the deputy. Technically, he's under arrest in a jail. Do you have to prove that element?
Calmly introducing himself and explaining the defendant's rights. Simple stuff, right? Appear by video, waive your rights, make your choice. But Mr. Rico, he acts like the whole thing is a waste of his precious time. I don't got time to be here, man, he says, over and over. Like the judge's courtroom is some inconvenience he stumbled into on his way to lunch. And the more the judge tries to keep things professional, the more Rico spirals, snapping back, talking nonsense, and then outright cussing at the judge. At this point, the judge has heard enough. And here's the thing. Judges can and will hold someone in contempt if they start disrespecting the court. Rico decides to push his luck anyway, throwing insults, yelling bye, and walking out like he's storming off from a family argument. Bad move.
Mr. Briggs, you're before the court today making first appearance, Raymond, on 2 charges. The first is malicious mischief in the 3rd degree. It's a gross misdemeanor subject to 364 days in jail and a $5,000 fine. Second is harassment, domestic violence. That's also a gross misdemeanor, subject to 364 days in jail and a $5,000 fine. Because the charges have domestic violence enhancements, they are something where if you're convicted of them, it would result in your inability to possess firearms.
I don't own a firearm. That's what I
Okay,
told
again,
him.
I have to let everybody know whether you have guns or not.
So I was denied due process. I have paperwork that proves that I owned the car before I was married. So therefore the car is mine. And since we're in separation, no judge has divided property yet. So technically the car is still mine. So I wrote on my own car. That's a fact. Here's the paperwork. I
We're
sit
not
down
having
at the
a
bank.
trial today.
Well-
We're having your arraignment.
Okay.
You're entering a not guilty plea.
I was denied
You've
due
told me-
process,
hold on,
sir.
Hold on.
You said I could
You've told,
speak.
no, I
didn't want
didn't.
to
I said you should exercise your right to remain
I choose
silent.
not to, sir.
Your attorney, if they were saying there, would not have you making factual statements on the record.
That's my discretion, sir. Because I believe there's Fourth Amendment charges. I was denied all kinds of rights, and I will be coming back with a vengeance. I have
Are you
paperwork.
threatening the court?
I am not threatening the court anything. I'm not threatening anybody.
You just-
I have the
you
right
said
to
you were
sue.
coming
I have
back
the
with
right,
a
I have the
vengeance.
right to sue this city, and that's what I just said. So if you want to take that farther than that, that's up to you. I did not say that. I'm
You
making
said
it
you are
clear.
coming back with a vengeance.
With an attorney.
On
It
the
doesn't have
record.
anything to do with me. That's not a threat to you. The city. I said I'm suing the city. So you do what you want today. Go ahead and hold me in contempt. Go ahead. I'm suing the city. I will be suing the city. If you don't take that as a threat, then that's fine. I will be talking to the city attorney. I've already talked to the city. I'm talking to people. I talked to the police chief already.
Yeah, I've seen how you've conducted yourself. so
Yeah,
far.
that's right. Because I'm being wrong. It's my house. She had no business being there. And she hasn't even lived there for 6 months. She hasn't paid a bill for 8 months. She can't just come there. I have rights.
You do?
Just because she's entitled to
So
be
again,
able to
we've-
be on the
again,
property
we've
doesn't
talked
mean
about-
she can just come.
We've discussed your rights today. We're not going to litigate your case today.
Do I have the option to
This is-
speak with the city attorney
This
as
is a
well?
criminal court.
Do I have the option to speak with the city
Not once
attorney?
you say you're going to be hiring an attorney.
Do I have the option to speak with the city attorney? I'm not hiring an
Not
attorney.
today.
I want to speak with the city attorney.
Not today.
Okay, when would I be able to do that?
That's me, sir, and I will give you my card.
Okay,
But we do have some release conditions we will be requesting.
Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Carmen.
Yes, Your Honor. We are requesting a formal no contact order with victim notification.
Because in that instant, Rico just went from a man who could have walked home to a man headed straight for the jailhouse. The judge makes it crystal clear. Too bad. He could have gone home today, but he decided he'd rather stay. Think about that. All he had to do was sit there, keep quiet, and let the process play out. Instead, he cursed out the one person in the room with the power to release him. And now? He's not just in contempt, he's on his way to a cell. And here's what blows my mind. What exactly was Rico thinking? Did he really believe he could out-argue a judge, cuss at him, and then just walk away free? Court doesn't work that way. Judges aren't about to let someone walk all over them, especially when you show blatant disrespect. That first hearing was pure fireworks. But believe it or not, the second case we're about to cover, it might be even worse.
The facts of this case are highly concerning with regard to the threats that were made. These folks are in the midst of a dissolution. Statistically, through peer-reviewed literature, that is one of the highest risk times for partners who are splitting for domestic
well, what about the
violence.
time I got punched in the chest 5 times? Nobody did anything about that, and I reported it to the officer. Upon arrest, I told him 2.5 months ago, I've been punched in the chest. I will take a lie detector test for that and pay for it. And I received
The
nothing.
city attorney's making her release recommendation. You need to let her finish.
I was denied due process. You guys didn't take my complaint. So you didn't even take my complaint. And then you don't want me to call it racism. You didn't even take my complaint.
The only thing we are doing today, sir, is you have entered a not
Well, there
guilty
should be
plea.
equal treatment under the law, and I have not
We're not
received that.
litigating your case today. I've already told you that. You've seen every other person come up here. I've entered not guilty pleas. I've set
Well, I
release
want to put this in the record is, can I give this to the attorney so she can follow up on this? This is my proof that the car is mine. I don't go to her. I am at my house. She came to me. I never go to her. So why is the order
Please-
against me when I
please
don't
let-
even deal with her?
Please let the city attorney finish her recommendation. So we're walking on a very fine line right here with your conduct in court today.
Okay, I'll stop. Sorry.
Thank you.
I don't even go to Oregon, sir.
I will
She lives in
add,
Oregon.
I will add, because Mr. Briggs has brought it up, we are not seeking to remove him from the home that he is residing in.
How you gonna, she don't even live there. Are you kidding me? She doesn't live there. I paid the mortgage there for the last for 4 years. I paid the mortgage, and I can prove that.
Mr. Briggs.
You're gonna remove me from my home? What are you talking
I'm
about?
saying she is not.
Why are you even saying that?
Because
She don't live there. Her address.
Because while Rico just dug himself a hole with his mouth, the next defendant, Mr. Briggs, manages to confess to something that leaves the entire courtroom stunned. And the judge? Well, let's just say the reaction is priceless. Now, let's talk about Mr. Briggs. He steps into court facing 2 serious charges: malicious mischief and harassment tied to domestic violence. Both are misdemeanors, but with domestic violence attached, that means if convicted, he loses the...
Because Mr. Briggs has brought it up, we are not seeking to remove him from the home that he is residing in.
How you gonna? She don't even live there. Are you kidding me?
Your Honor, the reason that I'm bringing this up is that the victim has requested a civil standby so that she can go get her personal belongings from the home.
Property has not been divided by the court. She has her personal items and her personal belongings. And then the court has to divide the property. That's what I've been waiting for. I've encouraged her to file the divorce papers, sir.
I will be finished here shortly, Your Honor. The proposed NCO that we have drafted after contacting Battleground to make sure this is something that they could do.
That's against the law. No way.
Is that she can call for a civil standby where they would go to Mr. Briggs' home. She has the same 15 to 20.
She can't come there and just take whatever she wants out of the home. It hasn't been divided by the divorce court. I believe she's demonically possessed by the Jezebel spirit. So I don't want her around me. There's a visceral reaction that I haven't felt around a person in many years. If I'm from here to her, I want to throw up. I literally cannot be around her. And I've required that she not come to the house. She came to the house because I refused to get the HELOC with her to help her pay off her bills. So she came to the house the next day, and then that's when everything started. I was sitting there with my brother-in-law, drinking beer by myself, like I always do. I didn't go to her. She came to my house. And she has forfeited, I haven't proved it, but she's forfeited her right to the property. She hasn't paid a single bill there in 8 months. And when she left, the moment that she took her and got a new bank account at Columbia Credit Union, that's the day of separation. That was over 8 months ago. She cannot just come to that property.
I have jurisdiction for a victim to be able to retrieve property.
What would I be keeping from her, sir? She has all of her clothing. There's a table and a side table in the bedroom. That's all that's there. And whatever's in the garage. I haven't kept her from anything.
Right to own firearms. Serious stuff. The judge starts reading the charges, but Briggs? He's not listening. He launches straight into his own speech, insisting he's been denied due process, claiming the car in question is his, pulling out paperwork, and basically turning an arraignment into a personal rant session. The judge tries to calm him, even reminds him, "Sir, you have the right to remain silent. Use it." But Briggs refuses. He keeps talking, saying he'll be back with a vengeance. Now the judge has to stop him. Is this man actually threatening the court? Briggs backpedals. No, I'm just suing the city. But damage is done. The more he talks, the worse it gets. He argues about property rights, insists the victim had no right to be at his home.
So, Your Honor.
Okay. That's not. Now,
hold on. I didn't actually ask he be held on $10,000 bail.
Listen, sir. Listen.
You can't.
I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying that I've tried to keep her away because of violence. I don't want.
Keeping with statements.
Oh my God. Do you understand? Does anybody understand? I didn't never touch her.
Officers, take him into custody.
I never touched her. I didn't want to harm her. That's what I've been doing the whole time. Man, I'm getting crunk down here, and it's gonna be on. This is prejudice and racist as hell.
I'd like no bail.
You're racist.
Well,
I have not done anything to her.
He just threatened to get crunk on the court.
So what? What is that? So you're taking away my freedom of speech? I can't express myself now?
Yeah,
I haven't committed any crime. I haven't touched anybody.
All right, so
I don't want her at the house. That's what I've tried to avoid.
at this stage, we're gonna set Mr.
Hey, never,
Briggs.
she punched me in the chest. I'm prosecuting her, so you take that. I want to see somebody about that right
We're gonna
now.
set Mr. Briggs.
And I'm pressing charges on her.
Out 1 week.
She punched me 5 times and I will take a lie detector and pay for it.
We're gonna
Can I
set
speak to
Mr.
somebody
Briggs
and press
over to
charges
the
on her?
12th of December,
You know
2024
what I'm saying?
at
Hey, you know
8:30
what? My
a.m.
shoulder, I'm in, we're giving you extra.
The release conditions in place are to violate no laws, appear at all mandatory court dates, to notify the court of any change of address or phone number. I'm signing off on a standalone no contact order.
So I said I didn't want to kill her and I've never threatened to kill her. I'm just expressing to you that I don't want any bodily harm towards her. And you're arresting me for that. And it's a freedom of speech. I didn't touch her. I've never put a hand on her. She punched me. Can I press charges? Can I see someone to press charges on her right now? Your Honor? Your Honor?
This is your arraignment today, sir, on criminal charges. You've made a number of threats on a recorded
I
record.
didn't make any
I
threats
told
to
you-
anybody.
Well, we'll listen
How is
back.
that a threat? Freedom of speech. I didn't threaten anybody. I didn't say I want to kill her. I said I don't want to.
Sure, well, we'll listen to what they say on the record. You're being recorded. I told you to remain silent.
Well,
Your
hey,
choice.
I knew you was gonna do this. I knew you was gonna wait until I slipped and then you was gonna throw me in jail, and that's fine. Because I'm coming with Trump. That's not a threat. That's my personal lawyer that I'm gonna get to fight you guys
When
with.
people threaten killing someone on the record, sir, I take
I
that
didn't threaten to
extremely
kill her.
seriously.
That was not a threat to kill her. I didn't say I'm going to kill
We're
her.
recording.
I said I don't want to, and
That's
that wasn't
fine.
even, that was just a figure of speech.
It's recorded.
I don't
We're
care if it's recorded.
We're on intensive pretrial release. At this time, I'm going to impose bail in the amount of $25,000.
And then, Your Honor, if it is posted, could we have the victim notification?
Victim
requirement?
notification will be put in place.
Thank you.
This is a railroad, man. I'm telling you.
And throws out every excuse you can imagine. It's like watching someone argue their case on Facebook, except this is a real courtroom with real consequences. Then, the moment that seals his fate. In the middle of rambling about his ex, he blurts out, "I'm trying not to kill her. That's it. Game over." The judge doesn't need to say much after that, because when a defendant casually mentions trying not to kill the alleged victim, there's no coming back. You could see the entire courtroom tighten. The prosecutor immediately calls for $10,000 bail, and honestly, that's being generous. But Briggs keeps digging. He insists it was just a figure of speech, that it's freedom of expression, that he didn't really mean it. But let's be real. When you're in court on domestic violence charges, saying those words out loud is about the worst thing you can do. And as if that wasn't enough, he doubles down, yelling that the whole system is racist, that he's being railroaded, and even threatens to get crunk on the court. At that point, the judge has no choice. He slaps Briggs with a $225,000 bail and locks in strict no-contact orders. Briggs goes from arrogant to desperate in seconds, suddenly claiming he's the victim, demanding to press charges against his ex, swearing he's innocent. But the judge has already heard all he needs to hear. The man essentially confessed his own violent thoughts on the record. That's not bravado, that's self-destruction. And honestly, this was one of the dumbest courtroom meltdowns I've ever seen. Briggs thought he could talk his way out of trouble, but every word he said just tightened the rope around his own neck. Instead of protecting himself, he handed the prosecution a confession on a silver platter. So here's the big question. Do you think Briggs really slipped up? Or was he arrogant enough to believe his words wouldn't matter? Was this guy clueless or just reckless? Either way, the judge made sure of one thing. Briggs wasn't walking out of that courtroom free.